When I first started trading, I just started with clear price action. Okay, just clear price action with liquidity, with supply and demand zones, with trend. Of course, in this video, I will talk about the main thing of the basics in trading. Okay, it's about the supply and demand. And guys, I I have on my YouTube video about my strategy completely for free. You can learn my strategy there. And if you want to trade with me, link will be in bio. Just go and trade with me, okay? So guys, at its core, the market moves because of imbalances between supply and demand. When there are more buyers than sellers, price of course moves up. Like buyers take off those fucking sellers and they move price to the upside. When there are more sellers than buyers, price moves down. Okay, but guys, in reality, it's not like now you will say what actually like who moving the market, but I will say to you, we are just small traders. We don't moving market, of course. The it's not a retail traders. It's us. It's us. It's motherfucker. It's it's not us, okay, moving the market. It's the institutions, it's the banks, it's the market makers. You know what I'm saying? They just moving the market. Why? Because of their fucking unfilled orders, because of their fucking field orders, because of their fucking orders. Okay, guys. Let's first of all let me show you what is demand zone and what is supply zone. Okay, so demand zone is an area where buyers push price up aggressively. As you can see right here, this is demand zone. Let me show you. So this is our demand zone right here, and we see from this demand zone, this let me just okay, these big ass candles to the upside. You know what I'm saying? And this is the just demand zone. It's an area where buyers push price up aggressively. And at the end of this video, I will show you how, you know, what how you can, actually find high probability demand zones or supply zones. Okay. And now I want to show you what is that supply zone. So supply zone is an area where sellers entered and pushed price down aggressively. Okay, as you can see right here, we have this fucking supply zone right here, and we have big ass candles to the downside right here. Okay, this is our supply zone. So now I will show you how to draw this fucking supply and demand zones. Okay, so let me just okay. So for demand zones, mark out the last bearish candle before the large bullish move. As you can see right here, this is so in my charts. As you can see, these gray candles, it's bearish candles. Okay, going to the downside. Okay, it's bearish candle. So as you can see right here, we have this bearish candle right here. I just marked this fucking bearish candle. Why? Because mark out the last bearish candle before the large bullish move. So these four fucking candles was the candles that went to the upside. Okay, and we have here before this fucking large movement, we have this fucking bearish candle. So and I marked last bearish candle. Okay, and as you can see right here, we just have this fucking setup right here. Actually, I'm not trading with supply and demand zones. Okay, I just trade with fucking liquidity inverse value sessions video. I have free video, completely free, about my strategy on my YouTube channel. Okay, so for supply zones, it was for demand zones. Okay, for supply zones, we mark out the last bullish candle before the large bearish move. Okay, as you can see right here, this is the last. This is the like large bearish movement to the downside. Okay, in my charts, blue candle, it's the bullish candle. Okay, So we have here this large, this, okay, before this fucking large bearish move, what we have there? What we have there? We have this fucking blue candle. Last, this is fucking, you see this blue candle? Yeah, this is the fucking last bullish candle before this fucking downside. Before this fucking movement to the downside, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So I just marked last bullish candle before the large bearish movement, okay? This is so easy, guys, but you need to know one thing, that we don't mark out every single fucking demand zone and supply zone. This is the beginner's mistake, guys. This is the one of the beginner mistake, that they just marking out fucking, for example, we have here these demand zone right here, they just marking this demand zone. We had here fucking right here, but this is the good actually supply zone. So we have here fucking like demand zone. This is your fucking mistakes, guys. You just marking out every single fucking zone. Okay, don't do this shit. I will show you what you what zones actually you should mark. Okay, now you have the question: what supply and demand zones represent? Okay, supply and demand zones represent areas where institutions place large orders. These players, and so now you have question: what supply and demand zones represent? Okay, so supply and demand zones represent areas where institutions place large orders. Okay, these players, these institutions cannot fill all their fucking, you know, positions at once. So because of that, they leave behind unfilled orders in the market. Okay, and what we see on the chart is not random, it's a result of the smart money activity. And one more thing, guys, they leave I say they leave behind unfilled orders in the market, and this is why we often see when price come to the zones, come to the levels, that we have fucking aggressive movement to the upside or to the downside. Okay, why price returns to zones? Price often returns to these zones because institutions didn't fully execute their orders. Okay, they need price to come back to fill the rest of their positions. Okay, this is why we often see reactions. We often see fucking aggressive movement to the upside, to the downside. It's not big because of fucking indicators, guys. It's because of the liquidity and pending orders. If you want to learn liquidity, I have a video about liquidity in my bootcamp. Okay, this is the only, as I said, guys, this is the only video that you need about liquidity. Okay, we are not marking out every single fucking zones, guys. Not all the zones are equal. We only want higher probability setups. We only want A and A plus setup. We don't give a fuck about B setup, about C setup, about D setup. For example, me, with my strategy, I'm only opening A plus setup, guys. A plus, maybe A setups, okay? And if you wanna be profitable trader, then you should have this mindset, like, you only should open A or A plus setup. You don't give a fuck about B setup, about C setup, about D setup. Why? Because if you will follow your fucking rules, you are opening A or A plus setup, okay? And actually, if you follow your rules, you're opening only A plus setups. And maybe if you have their rules like, uh, I don't know, some rules, and if you will not follow this one rule and you have setups, you have A setups, not A plus setups. So, and for example, me, I'm only opening A and A plus setups, and in many situations, I'm opening fucking A plus setup. Okay, so how to identify high quality setups, high quality zones? So we have to look, first of all, strong displacement, big candle. As I showed you guys right here, this is the right here. You see this black, like, big candles to the upside, these bullish candles. So right here, what I'm saying strong displacement, big candles, that upside or downside. This is the good zone, and because of that, I had this reaction to the upside. Okay, and about supply zone, right here, this is the supply zone. So guys, you seeing these accuracy zones, it was about my strategy about supply and demand, about with liquidity. I just create my own model, so I'm trading with that shit. I don't give a fuck about supply and demand with liquidity. Okay, so this is the A plus supply zone right here, and because of that, I had this fucking reaction to the downside. And why? Because we have this aggressive movement to the downside. You know what I'm saying? This is big candles to the downside. Okay. Second, clean structure. And clean, what I mean by clean structure? This is the clean structure to the upside. Okay. What what about the not clean structure? Okay, not clean structure. This is the not clean structure. Okay. And I have video about market structure, about trend in my fucking bootcamp. I talk about that shit there, that for we're looking like structures like as wave, you know what I'm saying? Waves. Okay? We don't give a fuck about these fucking small movements to the downside. We only looking for these movements to the downside or upside. Okay? So oh, sorry. What the fuck was that? So, third is fresh zone, untouched zone. As you can see, guys, right here. What is that? Like, let me show you this zone. You see this zone? This is the fresh and untouched zone. As you can see right here, we didn't have any fucking candles, any fucking wicks in this fucking zone until this candle tapped this zone, and we had reaction from this from after this fucking candle that tapped in this fucking zone. Okay, we just have fresh 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 zone. Okay, any fucking clear, any fucking touched in this fucking zone, you know what I'm saying? Untouched zone, clear zone. Okay, and for supply zone, as you can see, guys, right here, we had fucking clear zone, untouched zone. Okay, and because of that, I had reaction from this zone. Of course, guys, of course, uh, if you will have these high quality zones, and even high quality zones can lose. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Even your A plus setups lose, even your A setups lose. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any fucking shit in this fucking market in 100%. Okay, for example, my strategy working like in more than 50% situations. You know what I'm saying? I have more than 50% win rate with minimum risk reward 1 to 2, and my strategy has an edge in this fucking market, and we we are the profitable. Okay, this fucking strategy has profitability. You know what I'm saying? Free video about my strategy on YouTube. I don't sell courses. I'm just you just can trade with me. Will be linked in bio after learning my strategy. You know what I'm saying, just mastering this fucking strategy with me. Okay, so and achieving profitability, of course. So force, its imbalance and inefficiency, it's about the untouched zone. It's the same thing with third, you know what I'm saying? So what is that imbalance? So this is the imbalance. You see this, this gap. You see this gap between this candle right here, this bullish candle, okay, and this candle right here. So this is the about the imbalance. I'm saying this is the gap between these two candles. You know what I'm saying? It can be fucking fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. Actually, I don't give a fuck about imbalances. You just need fucking this clear zone. You know what I'm saying? This untouched zone, fair zone. Okay. 5. It's breaks of structure from the zone. What is that? Of course, guys, it's about a trend. You have to follow fucking trend, guys. If you wanna good setups, then follow this fucking trend, bro. Follow this fucking trend. So we have breaks of structure from the zone. What is that, guys? So this is the fucking zone, and we had the fucking break of structure. Maybe at the left we had the fucking break of structure, okay, and right here we had at the left break of structure. Let me show you. So for example, this as you can see, this demand zone, okay, right here. Let me just show you. So we have this demand zone right here, okay. As you can see, guys, I marked this last bearish candle before the movement to the upside, okay. So I have this fucking, even with that we had here, this is good, this is high probability setup, okay, this is high probability zone. So what is that? Like breaks of structure from the zone. So this is our zone and we break this high, okay. It's so easy, guys. We just have this fucking, we just, you know, confirmation. It's just like confirmation, just we're going to the upside, okay. This was the zone, and after price touched this fucking zone, push price to the upside. Why? Because this is good as fuck the zone, okay. And for example, let's see, does we have here something? So we don't have any fucking supply zone right here. You will say right now this one, but we maybe we have break of structure at the left, okay. So guys, this was about how to identify high quality zones. So guys, in this video I showed you about supply and demand zones, how to mark this zone, what is that, what supply and demand zone represent, high probability, how to identify high probability zones. This is the only video that you need about the fucking supply zone. Only shit that you need to do right now is fucking backtesting, guys. It's fucking backtesting. Just backtest this shit. You can't even after watching this fucking bootcamp, you can't even, you know, create your own your create your own fucking strategy, guys. Just by knowing fucking liquidity, just by knowing fucking supply zone, just by knowing fucking market structure, and after supply zone liquidity, what I had there, I forget. So I will talk about the fucking fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, everything, guys, everything that you need to know. Okay, it's just basics of fucking market, and after learning these fucking basics, you can create your own fucking strategy. As like me, guys, I just learned fucking basics when I just started. I didn't waste time in these fucking indicators, like trading by indicators. I just didn't give a fuck about indicators, and since 15 years old, I don't like these fucking indicators, guys. I didn't even trade one time with these fucking indicators. You know what I'm saying? I just learned this fucking price action, this fucking clear price action without any fucking CME, MIME, what the fuck is that? I just I just want to say one thing, guys. Just don't give up. Keep going. Don't listen to anyone. Do what you need to do as a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck about their opinion. You will say cry about when someone says that shit ain't work. You will not fucking profitable trader. You will not fucking achieve success. And after you crying about that shit, you crying. You saying like no one believes in me, and I will give up. Fuck that shit. Fuck all of their opinions, and don't give up. Keep fucking going.